Good morning, friends. Got a couple minutes before we're going to start. Out here, there's some deer wandering around in my backyard. They were crashing around in the forest. We'll wait till at least one person pops on and let me know if they can hear me because I'm using a new mic. Hello. Hello. I want to make sure y'all can hear me too before I do this whole 30 minutes. Let me see. That's the mute button. Don't want to do that. Before I do the whole 30-minute flow, I want to make sure you people can hear me. Can you hear me? Sporting a new set from Lululemon. Oh, I had a triathlon on Sunday, so we're going to work inner thighs, hips, and hamstrings today because my back needs it after all the biking, swimming, and running that I've been doing. Especially the biking. I really love biking, but just like being hunched over on a bike can definitely do a number on your low back. Oh, that's just a squirrel. But out here in Arkansas, the deer are absolutely feral. They're everywhere. Everywhere. There's deer just everywhere. All right, we're going to go ahead and get started. People can pop in and out. I'll come over and check the sound every so often to make sure that you guys can hear me. If you want any props today, grab any of the props that you would like to use. I'm not going to use anything specifically like a block or a strap. So just grab what you need. And what I've been focusing on, there's this song. It's called 85 by Andy Grammer. And I've been focusing on this a lot lately. And there's a lyric in the song that goes, I want to live a life I can't afford. And it doesn't mean a life that is living beyond monetary means, but it's a life that you cannot quantify in monetary means. And that's good relationships with your friends, with your children, if you have them, doing things that money can't buy. And that's been very, very important to me because as a small business owner and a single mom, money's hard and it's a touchy subject for me, and I'm gonna have to go back to my affirmations. So that's what I'm going to keep in mind today, that I want to live a life that I can't afford to lose. So that all the stuff that we tend to worry about, it's a little drop in the bucket. Okay. So we're going to start standing. I want you to spread your toes and feel the balls of your big toes, the balls of your pinky toes, and just the heels on the ground. Allow yourself to be nice and tall. Shoulders draw down the back. And that's so we can begin to engage the back muscles, and shoulders draw across this towards the spine. Spread the fingers on your hands and shut down your eyes for just a moment and have some gratitude for being fucking alive. And just the sweetness that comes with being human, all the pain as well, because we wouldn't know what sweet was if we didn't know what pain was. We have to pay extra special attention to those sweet moments because our brain is hardwired to recognize the bad ones to keep us safe. Hi, hello. Can you just pop in and make sure? Can you hear me? Maria, if you're listening, can you hear me? Let me know real quick. Trying a new mic. That's why. We're standing in Tadasana. Take your hands high, palms touching. Lean over to the right. Stick your left hip out. And back up through center. Inhale. Over to the left, shift your right hip out. Maybe even look underneath your armpit towards the sky. Back up to center. Bend the knees, drape yourself over your thigh. So just come into a forward fold, let your head hang. You can let your arms hang or grab onto the elbows. Shift gently from side to side. Maybe turn your head from side to side or nod it up and down. And plant the palms. Let's step back 1 foot at a time into plank pose. Slowly make your way down to your belly. Land there. Press into the palms and untuck the toes. Cobra pose. Inhale, just rise up part of the way. And this should be engaging in the shoulders. And then exhale, roll back down. Hands wider, like to the edges of your mat. Push into the palms again, halfway. Take a breath in. Exhale, roll back down. You've got room for it. Let's come off the mat onto our fingertips. Point the elbows up towards the ceiling or the sky. Press into the fingertips and roll up. And then we're going to shift our right shoulder and our left shoulder and look over your right. Back through center. Other side. Just a couple of times. Take a breath in through the center. Exhale, roll back down. Push back into child's pose. So knees wide, toes touching. We're going to work inner thighs and hamstrings and hips today. A little recovery. Push yourself back up into tabletop. Hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Soften the belly, lift your gaze, and take a big full breath in. Round the upper back, bring the chin to the chest and breathe out. Cow and cat pose. Inhale, lift the gaze, lift the tailbone. Exhale, round the upper back, tuck the chin into the chest, drop your tailbone. A few more just like this. And of course, if you want to begin to take some movement from side to side, you'll feel free to take the hips from side to side, the rib cage out, or maybe even marry those two, actually 4 movements, lateral, right, and left, and flexion and extension of the spine into a little jump rope of the spine. Circles of the hips. Let's go through at least 2 more cycles of breath. One last inhale and exhale in our tabletop position. Then move to downward facing dog. Spread the fingers, tuck the toes, lift your hips. If you'd like to pedal your feet, any movement in down dog that you would like to take. Then find some stillness. Heels drawing towards the ground, but it's okay if they don't touch. A little gentle bend in the knees and lift the tailbone. Begin to walk yourself towards the top of your mat. We'll move through some sun salutations today, and you can vary these as needed for your body. Halfway lift, so fingertips to the shin. Draw the shoulders back and the rib cage in so that we're nice and long in the spine. Exhale, fold. Stand up, breathe in. Forward fold, breathe out. Halfway lift, lengthen. High plank to low plank or a controlled lower to your belly. Cobra or up dog. So you can go back to that pose that we've already done, cobra, or full extension into up dog. Tuck the toes, downward facing dog. So let's move through that 2 more times. Bend your knees and you can step or lightly hop to the top of your mat. Forward fold. Halfway lift, take a breath in. Exhale, fold. Rise up, breathe in. Forward fold, breathe out. Halfway lift, lengthen. Chaturanga. That's that high-low plank. Up dog, breathe in. Down dog, breathe out. All right, one more time through. Step or hop, top of your space. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Stand up, breathe in. Forward fold. Try not to round your back here in that halfway lift. Get long. Chaturanga, breathe out. Up dog, inhale. Down dog, exhale. Step or hop to the top of your mat. Halfway lift. Fold. Bend your knees, bend your hips, sit into chair pose, Utkatasana. We want to find length through the side bodies. So if you need to, we're going to alter the pelvis, either under or back, so that we don't feel it in the low back and we feel length all the way out through the fingertips. Big breath in. Stay for your breath out. Another inhale. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. chaturanga, or step back to downward facing dog. Up dog if you're moving through your flow. Down dog, send the hips high. We're going to take our right leg up back behind us. Press out through the heel like we're pushing a door shut, keeping the hips in one line. Press into the hands. Big breath in. Exhale, step forward, low Anjaneyasana. So right foot towards the top of the mat, left knee down, untuck the toes. I'm going to bring our hands interlaced on top of the knee. And I want you to find that cow and cat spine here. So hands on top of the knee. Inhale, lift your heart. Look up. And then exhale, pull the inner thighs together. Round your upper back. Push into your knee. Do it again. Inhale, look up. Little baby back bend. Exhale, round. And if you feel that too much in your low back, just don't go back as far. One more time. Exhale, round. Good. All right, back to low lunge. Take your hands up. Anchor through that right heel. Tuck your back toes under. Lift the kneecap up off the ground. High Anjaneyasana. Take a big full breath in. Exhale, drop the chest. Sweep the arms. Lean forward. And if you feel like you're collapsing in the upper back, I want you to think of drawing shoulders back and together. Lengthen through the neck. Big inhale. Big exhale. Use this left arm to sweep back and around. Warrior two. Back foot spins flat. Palm can be up or down. I'm doing my palms up because I've got a little bit of a shoulder issue still. It's only going on 6 months here. Reverse your warrior. Reach up, reach back. Getting into the right side and just breathe deeply. Like we're pulling the armpit away from the hip. So keep the bend in the knee. One more inhale. And then bring the hands down to the ground. Chaturanga or downward facing dog. We're going to do all that on the left side. Up dog. Downward facing dog. Pause here. Lift your left leg up. Pressing out through the heel. Keeping the hips squared. So this is open hip. And that's a little bit more pressure in the low back if our core's not engaged. And these are closed hips. So left hip in line with the right hip. Big breath in. Exhale, low Anjaneyasana. Back knee to the earth. Untuck the toes. Interlace the hands on top of your left knee. And we're going to move through 3 cow and cat spines here. So inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, round. Squeeze inner thighs together. Inhale, lift the heart. Feeling that right hip flexor open. Exhale, round. Push into the knee. One more time. And back to low lunge. Hands up. Tuck the right toes now. What my deal is with tuck and untuck today. Up into your high Anjaneyasana. So anchored into the left heel. Hips are both facing forward. Full breath in. Exhale, drop the chest, sweep the arms. So we really want to feel the squeeze in this left outer hip. Again, open heart, shoulders squeezing together and down the back, long neck. And keeping the head, neck, and shoulders in one line so that our head is not here. We're drawing the chin up. We use that right hand to swing around, warrior two. Palms can be open towards the sky or down. Keep the bend in the knee and the knee pressing to the side, the outer edge, reverse. Open through the left side body. Give yourself a nice big full breath in. Stay for your breath out. One more, inhale. And exhale, bring the palms down to the ground, chaturanga or downward facing dog. Up dog. Downward facing dog. All right, we're going to move through that just a little bit quicker, but feel free to slow down and maybe not take it as fast as I do. We'll start from the top of the mat, chair pose. Sit low, sweep fingertips high. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. Chaturanga or downward facing dog. Up dog if you're moving through the flow. Down dog, hips high. Right side, down dog kick. Step forward, low lunge, left knee to the earth, hands to the right knee. Inhale, lift the heart. We're just doing that one time. Exhale, round the spine. Back to low lunge, hands up, tuck the left toes under, travel upwards, high Anjaneyasana. Breathe in. Exhale, drop the chest, sweep the arms. Now spin around, warrior two. Back foot spins flat. Reverse your warrior. Big full breath in. Chaturanga, palms down or downward facing dog. Up dog if we're moving through our flow. Down dog, exhale. Left leg up. Step through low Anjaneyasana, right knee to the earth. Bring the hands to the left knee, one time through that cow and cat spine. Inhale. Exhale, round. Back to low lunge, hands up. Tuck the back toes under, travel upwards. Big full breath in. Exhale, drop the chest, sweep the arms. Inhale, warrior two. Next breath in, reverse your warrior. Chaturanga, exhale. Up dog, inhale. Down dog, exhale. Bend your knees, step, hop, or float, top of your space. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Stand all the way up. Bring the hands to the hips. We're going to work on some balance. So right foot on the earth, left knee up. Pulling in through the core so that we're not leaning back in this balanced position. I've got some friends next door working on the house. Hand to knee, slide it out to the side, right arm goes out in the opposite direction. Extended leg raise. Find a point for your eyes to rest on and balance on the right leg. And drop back through center. Cross the left ankle over the right knee and begin to sit down, figure four. Now, if you are using props in your practice today, hands on a block, a water bottle, or if we're getting a little bit deeper into the hip opening, the fingertips can come to the ground. Flex through the left foot, push into the right heel, travel back up. Boop, boop, boop. There we go. Knee lifts. And we're going to kick the left foot out, continuing to stabilize on the right foot. Ankle, shin, glute, that whole right leg is on fire. Another breath in. Exhale, put the left foot down on the earth. We're going to switch sides, do everything that we just did on the left side now. Left foot on the ground. Scooch over. Right knee up. Float it in space. Again, activate the lower belly. Reaching up nice and tall through the spine. Right hand on the right knee. Open up to the right. Goalpost the left arm. Squeezing through this left outer hip. Trying not to grip too much with our toes and let the muscles of the foot and the ankle do some work here. Back through center, figure four, right ankle, left knee. Begin to bend into the left knee. Glad I have that little deck here. Left leg is not my stable leg, which we all have that. We all have one leg that's a little bit stronger than the other one, but that's why we work our sides equally. Nice little hip opener there. Flex through the right foot, push into the left foot. Let's come on up. Right knee lifts. And we're going to press forward like we're stepping on the gas, but keeping nice alignment in the spine so we're not leaning back. Trying not to round through the upper back as well. Big full breath in. Stay for the exhale. Inhale the right foot to the earth. Step to the top of the mat. Let's add on to our sequence. Stand up, stand tall. Sit low. Utkatasana chair pose. Big breath in. Stay for your exhale. One more. Forward fold. Halfway lift, lengthen. Chaturanga Dandasana. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Kick your right leg high, straight out from the heel like you're pressing a door shut, and then draw the knee to the nose, shoulders over the wrists. Kick back. Can always leave that part out. Step forward, low Anjaneyasana, left knee to the earth. One time here with our cow and cat spine. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, round to the upper back. Good. Back through neutral. Hands up. Tuck the back toes under. Lift up. High Anjaneyasana. Breathe in. Exhale, drop the chest. Sweep the arms. Send the heart forward, really pressing down through that right heel. Begin to straighten the right leg. You can keep a little bend in the right knee and feel that right hip pulling up and back, reaching forward through your heart in opposition. Big breath in. Exhale. Warrior two. Bend the right knee, sweep the left arm around, reach out to the fingertips. Reverse your warrior. Trikonasana, so straighten the right leg, reach forward with the right fingertips, come down into triangle pose. Left hand reaches up, and we want to gently press the hips forward while squeezing the core so that keep the spine in nice alignment and we're not back bending into the low back. One more breath. Now reverse Trikonasana. Press into the right heel, reach up, reach back. Getting into the inner thigh and the side body a little bit more. Exhale, Chaturanga, bend the knees, plant the palms, step back. Or downward facing dog. Chaturangas are always optional in my flows. Land there. We're going to do everything on the left side. Lift the left leg up. Take a big full breath in. And either skip this part or bring the knee to the nose as you exhale. And kick back. Step through, low lunge, right knee to the earth. Untuck the toes, hands on the knee. Let's take one cow-cat spine. Exhale, round. Oh, fall over, Lynn. Back to low lunge. Tuck the toes under, hands up, travel upwards, high Anjaneyasana. Full inhale here. Exhale, drop the chest, sweep the arms, keep the length, press down firmly through the left heel, try not to grip with the toes, and then begin to straighten the left leg as we're bowing over, just in this halfway lift kind of spine. So stabilizing while opening the hamstring. Bend the knee, sweep it around, warrior two, back foot flat. Reverse your warrior. Trikonasana, straighten the left leg. Reach forward with the left fingertips. Come on down and rotate towards the right side. Again, same thing, pulling in through the core and just moving the pelvis where it needs to be so we're not feeling it here in the low back. All right, rise up, reverse Trikonasana. Bend a little through the left knee and then get on up. Chaturanga Dandasana, bend the left knee, sweep the hands down, step back. Up dog, inhale. Down dog, exhale. All right, bend the knees, step, hop, or float, top of your space. Let's move through that a little bit quicker. Chair pose. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift, lengthen. Chaturanga Dandasana, breathe out. Up dog. Downward facing dog. Here we go, right side. Leg up, knee in. Kick back. Step forward, low lunge. Left knee down, one time through cow and cat spine. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, round the upper back. Back to low lunge. Tuck the back toes under, travel up. Inhale here. Exhale, drop the chest, sweep the arms. Begin to straighten the right leg. Long spine, full breath in. Warrior two, exhale. Bend the right knee, just a little pivot. Reverse your warrior. Trikonasana. Left hand up. Breath in, reverse Trikonasana. Inhale. Chaturanga Dandasana, exhale. Up dog. Down dog. All right, let's do all of that left side. Lift the leg. Draw the knee into the heart. Kick back. Step through. Right knee to the earth. Hands on top of the left knee. One time through cow spine. Cat spine. Low lunge. Hands up. Tuck the toes. Travel upwards. High lunge. Drop the chest. Sweep the arms. Straighten the left leg. Exhale, warrior two. Rebend the knee, spin the back foot flat. Reverse your warrior. Trikonasana, push the left leg straight, bow, right arm up. Reverse Trikonasana, reach up, reach back. Chaturanga Dandasana, taking it down. Up dog, inhale. Down dog, exhale. Bend your knees, step, hop, or float to the top of your mat. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, have a seat all the way down on the ground. Legs out in front of you. And just ensure that you have some space behind you. We want shoulders over hips, seated on our sitting bones. We're going to lift the hands up. So a little combo, hamstrings and core. I want you to round, tuck in through the low belly, and we're going to lower low back with control, mid back, upper back, reach the hands. Exhale, lift to the upper back, lift the mid back, lift the lower back, and then reach forward for the toes. Breathe out. Inhale, rise up. Doing that again, hollow out the belly. We go low back, mid back, upper back, reach. Exhale, upper back, mid back, lower back, lift. Bow forward, breathe out. One more round, lift up. Hollow out, lower all the way down. Hands reach up high, breathe in. Exhale, come on up, upper back, mid back, lower back. And reach for your toes. I always have to reset my hips. Seated forward fold. One more breath. Now lift yourself up. Bend your right knee and step it over your left leg. Use your left arm to hook around the right leg. Push into your right hand. Twist towards your right leg and draw the right hip down to the ground. Seated twist. All right, unwind, coming back through center. Reach the right leg out. We're going to do the same thing on the left side. Bend the left knee. Step it over the right leg. Sit up nice and tall. Right arm can hug or hook. We're going to spin to the left, drive down through the left hip. And you can look over the back shoulder if that's okay on the neck. Back through center. Let's do figure 4 on our back since we're already seated. Roll down. It's a very similar position that we did standing in our balance positions. Right ankle on top of left knee, and we're going to reach behind that left thigh and gently draw in towards our face. Flex the toes on the right foot so that we've got a nice active, like we're pushing out through the balls of the toes. It's an active foot to protect the knee. I always like to do a little bit of swaying from side to side here. Feels nice on my low back. Good. All right. We're going to release. Draw the right knee into the chest. Extend the left leg. Half happy baby, right side. So grab onto the right foot, either outer edge or peace fingers, big toes, or even to the arch. And draw the knee towards the armpit. And same thing here. If you want to sway from side to side, you can. Release the foot. We're going to switch sides, left ankle on top of right knee, draw in. And then if you want that movement, you can take it from side to side. Half happy baby left foot. Release the right leg down the mat, drawing the left knee towards the armpit. Make this active. So my foot's pulling down, or my hand is pulling down on my foot, but my foot's pushing back into my hand. Release the left foot. Draw both knees into your chest. Then bring your hands down to the ground. Now lift your tailbone and shift it over to the right a little bit. Go post your arms down on the ground. Drop your knees over to the left and look over to the right. So supine twist, but both knees at the same time. Then bring your knees back up through center. Shift your hips back to center. Then over to the left, knees to the chest, and then over to the right side. And then same thing, you can look straight up or you can draw your gaze over to the left. Just let your shoulders soften. And draw your knees back up through center. Shift your hips back to the center point of your mat. Bring the knees in to the chest, head, neck, and shoulders up, forehead towards your kneecaps. And if you have time for Shavasana, you can move into Shavasana from there, or we can rock and roll up to a seat. Crossing our ankles into Sukhasana, easy pose. Inhale the hands up. Bring the palms to touch at heart center. And thank you very much for joining me today. The live replay will be available on my feed later today. Thank you. Have a wonderful Friday, everybody. I hope you could hear me.